Hi, I'm Arosha Adhikaram, Chair and Senior Professor of Human Resource Management.
I'm Tharusha Gunaratna, Chair Professor of Accounting. We both are from the University of Colombo. Over 2 decades, we've been engaged in supervising, examining, and mentoring research students, and we've been seeing same concerns that students encounter over and over again.
That's why we thought of writing 2 books, 200 Do's and Don'ts for Management Research Students and Mastering Research Supervision, Examination and Review. And we thought of doing this video series to clarify and openly discuss some of the concerns that research students have.
Now that you are in the program, you need to decide what you are going to research.
So in that decision, you need to decide on a topic that you are passionate about, that you are interested in. At the same time, it should be a doable topic as well, a doable research in terms of cost, time, access, scope, and ethics. And sometimes we students tend to select very trending topics. While it's good to select a trending topic, you have to also be careful to see whether it again is doable. For example, we have seen students now increasingly trying to research in the area of AI. While it is interesting, you have to see whether you will have data, whether you will have companies that you can research on that practice AI. So this decision needs to be carefully thought of. We generally talk about these Goldilocks principles taken from the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. When Goldilocks asked whether her seat was too soft or too hard, or when she asked whether her porridge was too hot, meaning that your research cannot be too broad, too difficult to do, too narrow, or too sensitive.
In research, we commonly talk about originality. So we need to understand what this originality means. So it's not necessarily that your research is finding a cure for cancer or it is a Nobel Prize. It is really an incremental contribution that you make to literature. In that sense, it's not that you are trying to research an area that no one else has done before. Of course, there's a body of literature out there. So we need to know what is out there, what do we already know, what else is worth knowing, and we don't know enough about it. So if we can pitch such a gap, that's where we can show originality. Also, by combining methodologies, by combining disciplines, by combining theories, also we can show originality. So end of the day, it's answering the so what question of your research.
So who knows, you might actually find a cure for cancer or actually win a Nobel Prize for your research.